What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Don't Be Sour. I'm your host, Max Tuning, and today we have a banger episode. The boys, Shawley, Coker, and Joe Boppity Boopy.
Hi.
We're back.
I'm struggling over here.
We're back, and what are we sipping on, Shawley?
So last time, I just wanted to say something. Last time I was definitely, looking back at that podcast, I was definitely like,
Sorry.
Max can't afford nice mic arms.
Looking back at that podcast, I was definitely like a little like sauced. So this time I want to control myself and just have a good conversation with you guys, you know? So yeah, I'm back.
I like how you said I was too sauced. I just want to have a good conversation. But before this starts, he's like, I need a drink. And these are tequila and watermelon ice.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna control myself today.
I'm excited for this, dude. Shawley, what's been happening since the last time that we have you've been on? It's been like a month or so.
Was it a month?
Yeah.
It's been more than
that.
I said a month or so.
When did we do the last one?
Oh, the sign isn't on. Dude, can you flick that on the right side, flick the switch?
Yeah, Shawley brought a videographer. He's going to force him to sit here for an hour and a half doing nothing.
Nah, he's chill.
Yep, there we go.
He enjoys it.
Boom.
He's getting paid. He's good.
What's been up, dude?
Honestly, last time we met, I was definitely 10 times more stressed than I am today. So I feel better now. I'm relaxed. I feel good.
You're less stressed?
Yeah. I was going through a transitional phase in business where like...
You had too many faucets on?
Yeah, faucets. Yeah, you remember.
Too many faucets.
Gotcha. Anyways, I was going through a phase, definitely going through a phase, a transitional phase in Anaka where we were, you know, recently let go of some like important people. We're definitely letting go of some people that, you know, didn't fit the mold anymore. Mm-hmm. And we replaced those people with like people that do fit the mold. And then, you know, when you're hiring, and you know this, when you're hiring someone new to the team, you have to get them acquainted and stuff like that. And
onboarding, dude.
The onboarding process and kind of getting them up to speed, even though that person is extremely talented in their own sense and that you've seen their work, getting them to assimilate to the brand and our culture takes some time. So that rough period was very stressful on me because you have to also focus on driving the business forward, but at the same time, you're also, you know, I don't know if babysitting is the right word, but you're like training. You're training these people to kind of like mold in with the brand. So that was tough. That was where I was now. Today, I'm definitely in a place where like everyone's kind of fitting in and we're in a better groove. So I feel good.
Yeah, actually, we just hired our first new employee, which we haven't hired someone in a while besides like kind of like warehouse, just like more hands in the warehouse. I try the longest as possible to have internal people just grow and evolve, and you want to do it as much as possible, right? And until you get to a point where like the expertise ain't going to be learned, it needs to be like someone you need to come in.
Professional, yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't gotten to that point yet. So everyone in our company, besides this new hire, which is like an assistant content creator to our social media girl, Callie, we haven't hired outside anyone, which has been nice because it also gives people the ability to like see like, oh, if I keep working hard and whatnot, I can see a path to growth. And, you know, just because also it's like, I like it because then a lot of people can like look at other employees, and just because someone's been there for a short period of time doesn't mean they can't like grow really fast if they just, you know, kind of, it's like, I feel like with like employees growing, it's not even a like you have to do this and then you can level up. It's just like things happen and it just works out that this person gravitated towards this skill set and is showing a growth in it, and then just naturally happens, dude.
Yeah, I have that is like a very good. I have something good to say about that. I guess for me, like personally, just experiencing it. The point that you made first was, you know, you kind of sometimes you imagine your employee starting here and kind of just growing into this one person that can kind of do everything, you know, exceptionally well.
Doesn't always work.
It does not work. And I mean, I feel like for me, it's never really worked. You know, you believe that this person who's so passionate about your brand can do all of this because they're the only person you trust to handle all of this. But then you wake up, for me, I guess as, you know, the boss, you wake up one day and realize that, damn, the fact that I'm forcing this employee to do all of these different things when they're really good at this one thing. Like the reason our company has got to this level is because they've been phenomenal at this one thing, but I'm forcing them to do 10 other things because they're the only employee that I trust that understands the vision. I'm forcing them to do all these other things. I'm taking away from their main craft. And to your point, I should be hiring professionals in these other regions to kind of fill up that gap and continue to allow him to do what's been the bread and butter for my company. So I had that realization with, one or two employees recently where I had to take a step back and say, okay, I'm putting too much on this employee's plate. Let me get them back to where they excel and where they succeed, and let me go out there and find people to, fill in those gaps and hire professionals. Hiring professionals, when you graduate, this is a conversation we've all had for like the last 6 years. When you graduate from hiring your friends to hiring professionals, you just start to see your business just explode. Like for me, like bringing in like our recent CFO and like, bringing in an operation manager, like that has helped me so much. Just like when it comes to sleeping at night, like so much.
Well, it's mainly because like they've done it before, so you don't have to, not in a negative way, but like you don't have to handhold as much or like allow a lot more mistakes. You can more of like, hey, if mistakes happen, like I'm gonna let you go because you're coming in with like the expertise kind of thing. Joe, what do you think about all that?
Sick.
Yeah.
It's a slippery slope. You got to watch out too, because like then you're the bad guy for the working man. Like if you never promote within, which I think I'm pro like hire an expert. I told Christian with like Alfleet for a long time, like stop trying to get somebody that doesn't know what they're doing to do a certain job. Like you can go hire somebody that is an expert in this and they'll knock it out. But at the same time, then you have people that are like, I worked in the warehouse for 5 years. You never gave me a chance to step up. Like I never got that chance. I don't know how you balance that.
It's hard because like, and that's why it was so tough for me back then when we did the first episode. I was in a phase where like I took your advice, or not took your advice, but I did what you just said, which is hire professionals. You're hiring professionals, but they don't understand the company culture. Company culture also needs to tighten up to where like we're ran more corporate, but you don't want to run so corporate that you kill company culture. So it's like this, you have to find this middle ground of maintaining company culture, making Anaka a place where it's fun to work, fun to be at, a fun environment, but at the same time implementing these corporate standards, that need to be in place at any company in order for you to excel to the next level. So for me at that point, I was like, man, like, am I losing this while gaining this, or am I doing too much gaining this and losing what's important? And I think to your point of Christian, like, I don't know if that's what he thought, but I feel like I could see how he could think in his head, like, damn, I don't need to bring in all these professionals to do all these things because like I have someone who knows the business and is going to understand and know how to work with me. It's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. I feel like that's where I'm at with like my business is like, I'm trying so hard to let people level up in the business, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And sometimes you're like, all right, like I can't like keep allowing mistakes to keep happening because of people, and they're going to have it because you're like learning how to do a role. You don't know how to do it. Mm-hmm. You have no experience. I'm trying to like basically pay you to learn how to have that experience. But
but someone's got to do it. It's like the guy you're hiring at some point got that promote. That's where I'm always like, do you take, if you need a new inventory manager, do you hire somebody that's done it for 20 years, or do you take one of your current warehouse guys and like maybe take a couple courses on it and try to figure it out and hope they can learn it?
At the moment, that.
No, but I know, but it's going to be way more, I guess, like, if you don't give that person that opportunity, like somebody gave the other guy that, it's a whole thing,
I look at it like three ways because you want to not only provide opportunity for people, you don't just want to be like, hey, there's a ceiling of what you can do because I'm always going to hire externally, right? But it's also, it's a plus if you can hire internally because you're showing that it's possible, giving more opportunities to people who have been there, and most of the time you're actually going to save some money, but you're probably going to lose some money because you're paying less, but you're having more mistakes, which are going to cost you more. So
culture training is less. You don't have a month of useful or useless employee.
Basically,
those mistakes that come from like trying to train someone are so costly.
Yeah, but
you lose a lot.
I'm willing to like eat a lot of costs right now because I'm really trying my best, and not just so I can not hire expensive people. Is I'm trying like my best to I want to go as far as possible and let I think it's just so cool at the moment that like every single person that works for me has essentially been a day one and has gotten to their role by starting doing the most entry level task. Like everyone.
I think that's all companies. Unfortunately, I think the correct answer is you hire outside.
Yeah.
Like if
I
you
think you
notice
have to come to a point where you have to
Fortune 500 companies
Yeah.
get a lot of shit because they never like no Apple sales guy at the First Colony Mall is going to be the CEO of the next. It
could.
doesn't happen anymore. No, I'm just saying like Fortune 500 companies have figured out that it's better to hire experts, and that's why like you can work your way up at a mom and pop shop, but you're not going to go to Google as an entry level fucking. You're not going from the janitor to the CEO of Google. It ain't happening.
I don't think it's impossible, but I think it's definitely coming now to like 1%. You have to be a 1%er within a business. You have to be a 1%er within a business to like literally work your way up from like ground zero to like
C-suite.
head executive. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it happens. Much.
Yeah.
Shit stuff out here. But other than that, business is going well.
Yeah, it's good. Business has its ups and downs, but I mean, overall good.
You're almost married, bro.
Yeah, man.
You got a date?
I do have a date.
Ooh.
I do have a date.
What
have
are
a date.
we talking about now?
Yeah, yeah. Oh.
Can we know the date?
Charlie's like, I mean, I do.
You didn't
what's the
ask
next question?
Me. You didn't ask me. June 6th is the date.
This year? Mm-hmm. Oh, that's quick.
Yeah.
You're married before Max.
When's
I know.
your date?
October.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In October.
June 6th, yeah.
Damn, all the amigos are getting married in 2024 except for me, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, with you, just a little bit, because we got to catch up a little bit on kind of like your life since you know this guy's on here all the time. I know you talked about in your recent video how
Did you watch it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I like to keep up with.
I was
my
just telling
friends.
Vic and Ant, because we were in the video. We're in the office, like we were talking about whose YouTube do we actually still watch today. I was like, I watched Max and I watched, or now I just started watching Nick Bear, but I only watch your videos.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I like following the vlogs because it's like all the friends that like are so busy in business. At least the vlogs I can kind of see. I can fill in the gaps of when I see them of what kind of when going on. But you talked about how now you're a stepdad, right? And stepfather's kids, and you don't need to go like super deep into that whole thing, but like on a surface thing, like how has been like being being a dad, having been a father figure, like that's something that like you don't really think is going to happen kind of out of the blue, and then you meet a girl, fall in love, and she happens to have kids, and now they're part of your life.
It's definitely I have to be transparent, because I feel like if I'm not transparent, I'm lying to the user or the listener, sorry, that is probably going through the same situation as me. It's definitely not easy. I think having to come in and like, father kids that aren't biologically yours can be tough to adjust to at the beginning.
Yeah.
I mean, you're thrown into the deep end.
Yeah.
I mean, you didn't get to like learn day one.
Yeah.
As a small, like, how old are they?
Yeah. 4 and 8.
Yeah, like you're jumping in
That's jumping in.
midway to
Yeah. That's like going to your first swimming lesson and being thrown in, like you've never swam before, and like you're being thrown into like the 10-foot side.
Yeah.
With no floaty. And no goggles. And you don't have the nose thing on your nose. So you inhale a lot of water, so your brain starts like fucking stinging. You have to get out of the water and to get to breathe and shit until your brain stings.
This is how it is?
The detail.
Very descriptive. But I'm being, in all seriousness, it's definitely, Joe's right. It's like being thrown into the deep end. It's like, it's definitely a lot. But, once you get over that first tough, I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say that it still isn't something I'm adjusting to. I mean, it's been a year. It's definitely something I'm still adjusting to, and I'm learning something new every single day. But for me, on the positive side, or at least for me, the positive side is that it definitely forces you to like
grow the fuck up.
Grow the fuck up.
Yeah.
Bro, you took the words out of my mouth. It forces you to grow the fuck up, 1. 2, it prepares you. I'm dealing with an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old. Beautiful girls, amazing girls, well behaved. But if it also teaches you, it gives you like, it's almost like you have like a cheat sheet or a review sheet for when you have, or when I have my like future kids, my biological kids. Like I know what to expect at 4 or 3. I know what to expect at 7 or 8 or 9 because I'm experiencing it right now. I know what it takes or what it feels like to groom a 4-year-old and groom an 8-year-old. And those are honestly like 2 very important ages. So I don't know. I think the positives definitely outweigh the negatives. The negatives is just how hard it is. It also, man, like, to the common viewer, I think for me, when I first got into this relationship, obviously I was so in love with her that like I was ready to attack the mission and like accomplish the mission and get started with the mission. But one thing that you, and I think just spending time with them, I was able to accomplish this really quickly. One question I had for myself when we first got together was, how do I love these kids the way I love you?
Yeah.
And that was like the toughest part for me. And man, like it just came naturally with time, because then you start to see, okay, these two beautiful children are just like a byproduct of her. Like they're literally her in smaller versions. And, you know, they look up to her, they love her the same way. And if I showcase to them that I love their mom, and their mom is showcasing to me that she loves me, then I should be able to like communicate that same love to them, and we can all be a happy family. So like it took time, definitely took time. It definitely took like, you know, trial and error. Definitely a lot of things that she's frustrated with that I don't understand, because she's been a parent for 8 years and I haven't. So like, you know, there's certain things like, there's been so many instances, but like if, you know, saying in the beginning, like saying goodnight to the children, you know, I've never like had children, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So like, obviously when I watch her say goodnight, it's in a very like child communicative way. Like when your parents used to tell you goodnight at 8 years old or 4 years old.
I didn't get that, dude.
Yeah, you did. Shut the fuck up.
Joe's dad would be like, go to bed, you little shit.
Get the hell out of the living room. All right.
Well, like when your parents used to tell you goodnight, I love you, good night, like sleep tight, bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Like all those things I was not accustomed to. So like being asked to do these things, I was like, bro, like, can't you just do that? Like, you know, like I love them, but
I would get like back scratches from my grandma, like until I'd fall asleep and stuff, like almost every night.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah.
It was great.
And like for me, like I didn't know how to do that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, Joe, you might be right. My mom, she was very sweet with me. My dad, I don't think he was that sweet with me. So like, part of it was because I didn't really receive that as a kid. And then the second hard part of it was like, I'm not a parent and I don't know what it feels like to hold my biological child and like love them the moment they're born. So like when I was being with her, I was forced to learn how to like be affectionate. And I'm not the best today. I'm still very far from being perfect at that.
I'm sure that's very difficult.
I'm still working on being affectionate and just like remembering them and, you know, putting them first before certain things. Like I'm still working on it. But when we first started, man, like it almost felt like I was like cold-hearted to them, because like I just didn't know how to like do that shit. So it's been tough.
It's like one of those things that I can't even go, I understand what you're going through, or like I understand like the situation. Like I have like no idea.
Like I have a dog.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Bro, to completely switch topics, you want to hear some crazy stuff that's going on with me?
What's up?
I just found out that I have a hernia, a groin hernia, inguinal hernia. Basically, you got your dick, okay?
Nice.
Top right, if you're staring at my wiener, okay? Wait, if you're staring, it's top.
I don't want to even like think
it'd be
about
top. It's stage left for you. It'd be to the left of you. So think of like wiener
you're
up
right.
left. Yeah, my right, but
Why is it so hard?
Because I want you to visualize this.
Are you circumcised?
What?
Are you circumcised?
For sure.
Max is Jewish.
What?
Is that in the thing? Anyways, continue. That's fine. That's like a thing.
Oh, this video is definitely getting
No,
pushed.
it's not.
All right, so I got this hernia. Do you know what a hernia is?
Yeah, I do.
What is it?
I just know what it is.
This is like when I said, do you know what the blockchain is? You go, yeah.
For sure, for sure.
I know what a fucking hernia is.
All right,
What is it?
explain what it is.
Just
I had
on the simplest.
I had a hernia in my groin.
Wait, what?
Hernia in my groin.
That's
It took a while to say that.
That's
You could have said that earlier when
you
he
could have
said
said
he
I
had.
had.
Oh yeah, I had one in middle school. I couldn't play basketball for like a very long time.
Did you get it fixed?
I don't know. I can't remember.
You don't remember if you got.
I think sports-induced hernia.
That might not require surgery.
Yeah,
I don't think they all require surgery.
it went away, but I couldn't like.
think
It
it
was
can
like
grow
right
back.
here, and I couldn't like do anything with my groin.
Charlie's out here having the exact same thing as me, and then waiting 45 seconds in.
I think I've
Yeah,
heard
but
of
mine was not associated with my penis. It was like in my body.
Of course, it's in your body. It's a hernia.
No,
Okay, what is a hernia?
Just clear there.
Bro, I don't know, man.
Okay.
I know that you get it from playing sports.
Just even try. Like,
or pulling your.
do you
back.
know what a hernia is?
Yeah.
Okay, what is it?
It's when you have a tear in your abdominal wall.
Did you
your
look this up?
Intestine is
Abdominal?
poking through a little bit.
You looked this up. That's way too specific.
No,
you
you explained it to me in detail at the gym. You just forgot.
Yeah, basically.
I thought hernias can be anywhere.
I think no.
Why is it abdominal?
Yeah, I mean, you can milk anything with nipples, Charlie. I mean, so.
I think anywhere your intestine can stick out of, which I think typically is your.
Yeah, so mine's near my dick. And basically, towards the end of the day, when a lot of like stress happened in my body, it's like a little swollen. I noticed it when I got checked out because I was like, I don't know. I've never had a hernia, but that is probably what that is. Went to the
You thought
doctor.
you were growing a third testicle? Did
Maybe.
it look like that?
Well, dude, I asked the doctor. I was
If your
like,
legs were together, did it look like you had a third testicle?
if my testicle was above my wiener, which would have been wild. But I have to go. I have an appointment on Tuesday to go to a surgeon because listen to this, bro. Listen to the description. This is actually, I want to read this to you. I'm going to read this verbatim so I don't like mess this up because it's the most contradictory shit I've ever seen. Okay. The question that someone asked, is it okay to live with this type of hernia? Listen to the response. An inguinal hernia isn't necessarily dangerous. It does not, however, improve on its own and can lead to life-threatening complications. How are you going to say it's not dangerous, but it won't go away on its own, and if it gets worse, it can be life-threatening?
Maybe it doesn't get worse.
That's what you call a contradiction.
No, because basically the reason it swells and goes back down is because literally my intestines are poking through the abdominal wall, and it goes, and that's what swells. And then when it stops swelling, because the intestines are going back into my body, right?
This is when Max takes poops. He's got a little.
Well, the three reasons that it literally says is a tough time in the toilet, coughing, and lifting heavy weights. I powerlifted for 10 years, never got a hernia, stopped powerlifting, get a hernia. But I did have the flu recently, and I was coughing a lot.
I am surprised this is the first time you got one, actually.
I know.
You deadlift a lot.
But
of weight.
I
basically,
get hemorrhoids when when I'm sick.
that
What?
is some information.
Wait. Isn't a hemorrhoid? That's not the same thing.
Joe,
Hemorrhoids
now
in your
just
asshole.
wow. Yes.
I don't know what that one is.
Okay, a hemorrhoid.
What's that do
Joe,
with being sick?
What's a
he's saying
hemorrhoid?
when he gets sick.
When I get sick, like when you
hemorrhoid-
when you cough a lot, like when you cough, you notice your ace.
I'm sitting here like, all right,
You know,
hold
like
up.
when you cough, like your asshole clenches a lot.
I've never noticed this before.
You know what I'm talking
Cough
about?
right now and just think of your ass.
Yeah,
Okay.
like cough for real.
I don't have to cough. I mean,
Like when you cough, yeah, you feel it.
Tight butthole?
a little bit.
Okay. So, yeah, basically it's a gland that swells in your rectum so that it's essentially like a giant blood blister that can protrude out of your rectum and then kind of go back in.
I don't think I have that.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't. I'm just saying
Okay.
that like sometimes when you lift a lot of heavy weight,
Yeah.
using your abs.
Well, he would never
cough a
experience
lot.
that. So
Yeah, that's true. You don't lift heavy. Cough a lot, or that's pretty much where I get it from. That's it, actually.
yeah. So, so back to the
Does that go away on its own?
Hernias, hemorrhoids, yes.
yeah, and you could put like hemorrhoid cream with preparation H, dude.
Have you got a hemorrhoid before?
I might have had one of
Yeah,
my
it's preparation H, man.
Hey,
That's my-
hemorrhoid brothers! Whoa!
I live and die by preparation H, bro.
Let's
That
go,
shit-
baby.
You do
All
the
right.
suppositories?
What?
I don't stick anything up my butt, dude.
Shut
what
the
what
fuck
you're
up.
into is your own thing, bro.
Shut the fuck up. You've definitely done a suppository.
This took a turn, dude.
If I showed you my butthole right now, would you be able to tell if I've
No,
done it or
I'm
not?
just saying that if you had hemorrhoids before, you have to do suppositories. Either way, if you do the cream, you have to put the tip on the cream and you disperse it in your asshole. So don't do that.
Dude, you're making my my hernia swell, bro. So back to what I was saying, it swells and it goes down. But if the intestines poke through the swelling, but for any reason it just can't go back through the abdominal wall, and it stays like that, that is where you literally need like emergency surgery.
You push it back through with your hand.
Well, see, that's the thing, bro. When it was swelling, I was like, what is that? I'm pushing it, and it literally feels like there's stuff behind it, and you're like, and it's like intestines, and it's like spreading, going back,
that's
like
sick.
spreading. So yeah, dude, it's my luck, bro. My toe, my freaking hernia.
Can you lift or anything?
Well, they said I shouldn't lift over like 50% because like essentially if I like really, really strain, like it wasn't like it's a super low. They're like, yeah, it could rupture it and you're gonna have a really bad time. But yeah, I gotta get that fixed. So that kind of sucks. That's some stuff that's going on.
What?
Rupture would feel like just a non-ending.
Your
pain.
intestine?
Well, the intestine would go through and it couldn't go back down, so it'd be in a location
rupture?
that it. I don't know, dude. I don't want to find out.
Septic. Yeah, that's how you die.
Yeah, I mean, and I asked the doctor. I literally go, "Would I know if it happened?" He's like, "Oh, you'll know." It's like,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So,
Well,
I was talking to Ryan. He's had one before.
who's Ryan?
Anabar.
Oh.
And he said that when it happens, because his was like a belly button, and basically on the recovery for at least like the week or so, like you cannot bend over. And he's like, yeah, Sydney had to like literally put on my underwear for me in the morning and stuff.
How you gonna go to the bathroom?
Taylor's gonna have to help. I don't know.
Taylor's gonna leave you, dude.
Taylor told me she'll wipe my butt.
That's true love.
Sick.
That's sick that means she loves me a lot.
That is sick.
You don't think Princess would wipe your butt if you like physically couldn't do it?
I'd rather shit on myself and just let it sit there.
Well, someone's got to clean it, so.
Yeah, now you've created a worse
Would
problem.
you let your significant other wipe your ass?
I think I'd rather pay a nurse. I think I'd rather be like a third party.
Bro, once you see, I don't know. I don't want to get into that actually.
I think I would hire a nurse.
I think
or
once you
something.
see that side of your significant
there's no coming
other,
back from that.
This is like you can't. Like that's not good.
Here's a question.
Yeah.
When your future baby mama of your child is giving birth,
Yeah.
will you watch the baby come out?
No, I found out the other day, someone that's a nurse that does that, apparently like 50% of the time they shit themselves. I didn't need to know that. Now that I know that,
I've heard
I'm like,
that.
yeah, it's like apparently it's a big percentage.
Taylor's literally told me, she's like, I will not allow you to watch.
Yeah, I don't
like,
think
she's
I
like,
wanna
you're gonna
see
stay
that.
up by up here.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to unsee it if I see
But
it.
I think some people maybe like want to experience like and witness life
good.
being. Yeah, I don't need to.
I'll
see
wait
it.
until the doctors clean it
My
up.
business
I'm like,
partner
here.
didn't watch.
Yeah. No.
I don't think I can unsee that. Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch.
Yeah.
I won't watch.
Dang, suppositories in your butthole. Dang, that's crazy. Hey, dude, let's talk about freaking crypto to the moon right now, baby. 52,000 Bitcoin, 3,000 Ethereum. You know what
I'm not even trying to be an asshole here. Are NFTs up too?
Oh,
Nah.
They're not moving with. I mean, I figured it would go with
I
everything
mean,
else.
the value of like a Bored Ape probably went up because Ethereum went
Yeah.
up. But like, I mean, they're not.
but like how
moving.
how many Ethereum someone would pay for Bored Apes? That's probably down, but
So the
it
actual
still equates.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah, it used to be like whenever like Ethereum or the Ethereum was up or Ethereum was up, like the price of the apes would be down.
I got you.
And then when Ethereum was down, the price of the ape would go up. That's what I remember from back in those days.
Let me ask you this: you don't have to go into numbers, but using either a little bit, a good amount, or a lot, would you say how much like Bitcoin and Ethereum do you have?
Bitcoin, a good amount. Ethereum, not a good amount.
You know, I remember on your story a couple months ago when it dipped down to 16,000, and you said you bought like 3 or something.
That was like a couple years ago.
No. That was like
No, was it?
no. Bitcoin's at
It was
16.
over a year ago.
That was like over a year ago. Yeah.
But I
a year and a half
remember
ago.
you're like scooped up like 2 or 3 more.
I skipped like 3, yeah.
And now that it's back that I'm like, I wish I should have
Yeah.
I wish I should have followed suit, man.
But I'm
stayed
still,
out, dude.
I mean,
Have you sold any?
yeah, for sure.
Whoa. Like when?
I mean, I used it for other things that I used it for, but
so you're not gonna be a crypto billionaire if this goes to like a good amount more.
I think everyone can still be one. I don't know where Bitcoin's gonna end, but I
At
do
least
think
400,000.
I still
Minimum.
I still pour into Bitcoin. I have this thing where like I'm trying to buy $100 of Bitcoin a day.
Now, what is that called, Shawley? That is a technique of investing in a very specific term. It's 3 words. You're doing it.
Save.
Joe, what is it?
I don't know.
Oh my God. See, this is what I'm talking about. When I talk about
Max saw one goddamn Instagram fucking follow guy that was like, listen to me, and now he's a goddamn
this is
expert over
actually
here.
the exact thing
Yeah.
I'm talking about. Because when I make comments about, ragging on Christian about not knowing his money, and people are like, Max X is my financial like advisor, like it just goes to show, and not in like a negative way, but like people don't even know like the most simplest of like things. What you're doing is called dollar cost averaging. Okay, and what does that? That means that no matter DCA. He's like, I've seen that 3 little letters.
I've done that.
That means no matter when the stock's up, down, whatever, you just invest and you're getting the average, right? You don't do lump sums, you just dollar cost. And that's actually the proven the best way to invest. It doesn't matter if the market's up, market's down. Whereas that, see, I don't do that.
DCA is
I just go, it's down a lot. Let me dump some money in. Fuck, it went down again.
Only go
For
up
me,
there.
I think I just woke up one day and realized I watched an Instagram one day, and it was this guy talking about how he buys he was advising people to buy $50 to $100 of Bitcoin a day. He was like, if you're spending, $20 on Starbucks a day and then spending on this on food and stuff like that, why not stop that spending on that shit and just buy a certain amount of Bitcoin a day? And I was like, damn, that's actually fucking smart. You do that for 365 days, don't know the fucking math. I think that's like
Probably about 50 times 365. Or 100 times 365.
yeah.
15,000.
Something like that.
What is 100 times
Well,
365?
I think a lot of people
It's like
get
36,000. 36,000.
I think a lot of people will look at whether it be a certain stock price or even Bitcoin and be like, I'm too late at this price,
Yeah.
whatever. And they're like, I can't afford a $5,000, $10,000, $50,000 Bitcoin. But another thing people maybe don't realize, a lot of these platforms, not like Vanguard and stuff, but love it or hate it, Robinhood's one of them, that you can do this, is you can buy fractional shares of stuff. So even if you can't buy a $50,000 Bitcoin,
Coinbase, you can too.
yeah. So if you put in $500 or whatever it is, and it goes up 20%, you're still making 20% on $500. Just because you don't have a whole Bitcoin doesn't mean you can't make money on a smaller amount of money.
For me, it's weird how a concept. I mean, I just started doing this, so I can't really talk. But it's weird how a concept like that, when I see things like that, when you see things on Instagram that people when they talk about you spend $20 on Starbucks a day, maybe $20 on food every day from eating out, maybe another $30 on something you don't need to buy from the store. Imagine if you were putting that towards something like Bitcoin. Obviously,
Well, a lot of people call that stupid, I guess.
Well, yeah.
Some people are anti-crypto.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just weird because if you did that over a span of a year, a lot of Americans finish the year, even with good salaries, they finish the year with nothing in their savings. But they live a good life. They have a great year. They go on all the vacations in the world, but they finish with nothing in their savings. And it's damn, if you would have just invested $50 into Bitcoin every single day, not saying that Bitcoin is guaranteed gonna skyrocket as it did now, but there is potential. One, you've parked your money somewhere that, I think we can all
That is
agree.
extremely volatile and can go down 30%.
Yeah, I mean, I
anytime.
think your idea is good. Bitcoin's the mistake there. I think do that into a savings account.
Yeah, but
or
even savings.
the S&P.
VTI and chill, baby.
I don't think, because the argument there would
savings.
be if next year Bitcoin's at 40 to 50 all year, and all year I put $50 in, and then it drops to 10,000 again. Now all of this hard work I did is
here's
gone.
the thing. I think there's two different.
That's very true.
There's two different ways you're doing
savings
it.
account.
But
The idea is correct. Putting it in Bitcoin.
No
maybe
matter
not.
what, I think the psychology of experiencing your money being down is a terrible one, and it's really hard to kind of get over,
It
right?
is.
But there's basically two types of people. Are you either investing into stuff that you're planning on short-term selling because you want to flip it or be a day trader? That is a whole nother world. But essentially all the money you're putting into anything should be something that this could go to zero and I can still survive, I hope, and it's likely that it won't. But the idea is that in 10 years, where will this money be? In 5 years, where will this be? But when you put money in and then 2 days later, the stock goes down 5% and you've lost hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars, you're probably oh my God. And then you sell and then it starts going back up. And then you're oh my God, I need to get back in. And then it dips again. And then you're stressed out. But if you just put it in there, don't even think about it. But no matter what, it's a psychological
I was
thing.
I was definitely speaking more so from a long-term investment. I agree though. I mean, a lot of Americans probably, I guess they're thinking short-term, but
Well, just don't buy Starbucks and shit and put $50 a day into a
that's so
savings
hard.
account. It's the same
Hey,
idea, but at least the money's
bro,
saved.
very hard,
I am-
very hard for a lot of people.
I
I
am
can't do it.
Joe. You love
Yeah, I get Starbucks every day.
you love Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
You love it. Taylor loves
Don't.
it.
What are you about to say?
I don't.
Don't say it. You
I
can't say
do
that right
not-
now.
I do not like Starbucks.
What?
I'm trying to save you right now. Don't say what you're about to say.
I don't think you know what I'm about to say.
I think it's about you investing money into something.
Yes.
Don't say that.
Why?
Just with the current climate, you don't want to invest money into there.
Why?
I don't even like it anymore. I go to Dunkin' now.
What?
Yeah.
What happened? What is Starbucks doing?
They sent some money to Israel.
Yep, this is where I just fade out.
Yeah, they're
This is where I fade
Palestinians
out.
are protesting the hell out of
Free
Starbucks. That's
Palestine.
might be a contribution to the lower stock price.
All right, I have not.
I do not have a little place in Aspen.
What is your like?
Nope.
What do you think?
Next question.
I wasn't going to ask what is your view on the situation that's going over. No, I was going to say like how do you invest your money?
Real estate.
What does that mean?
You know what's funny? Actually,
Are you still doing real estate? I thought you were out. I thought you were.
No, I sold the property, or I'm selling the properties that I did with.
Yeah,
do you put money into stocks at all?
Yeah.
Like what stocks?
I haven't bought stocks in a very long time though. I'm not gonna lie, but obviously I'm
Like
in
a year,
Tesla,
2 years?
a long time, like a year, 2
Tesla's
years.
not
Yeah.
too high right now.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. To your point, like I put money in stocks and I haven't really watched it, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah, but real estate, I do watch it closely, only because like those are the situations that have been brought to my face recently.
Why do you like?
Just sold 2 properties, made some money, and then now our big property that we plan on building on, I'm planning on walking away with like a $2 million profit.
Oof.
So that closing process is going to be about 90 days.
Oh, you got somebody on it?
Yeah. So
How much was it? It's like 10 acres?
5 acres.
5?
Yep. So that was,
That was probably the easiest
you know what's
money
crazy?
ever made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and the easiest and best.
Yeah.
The craziest thing for me is that like I did not want to do that deal because of the place Anaka was at the time we did it. It was when we just started skyrocketing, and my business partner was like so fucking adamant about getting it done. And I remember our down payment was like $400K. And I was like, bro, Sam, we can put, like, we're making so much money right now from, you know, the clothes we're selling.
You put that in Bitcoin.
No, I was like, bro, I was like, no, we can put this into buying like more shorts or more shirts, whatever, more belts. Like we can flip it. Like obviously the proof is in the pudding. We're making so much money from this. He was like, bro, trust me. You want to park your money here, this, there, and there, whatever. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Like you're gonna battle with me. You're gonna battle with me till the death. Let's do it. And if we fucking, you know, if something happens to us in the next year because of this $400K that you put into this land, I'm gonna come back and say it was all your fault. This is 2021, maybe 2022.
It was like height of COVID.
Yeah, 2022.
Yeah.
And you know, posted the video of us celebrating, you know, getting the property and, you know, plans of building on it, which we're not doing anymore. And fast forward 2 years, walking away with a big profit. Feels good.
Sheesh.
Yeah. So
Why do you like? Is it because you had that one success? Is that why you're like?
I think
you
that-
love real estate so much.
that
Like,
one-
I'm not in real estate at all.
really,
You got
Yeah.
a little place. You got land. You're a landowner.
I mean, I do own a piece of land for my house, and
watch
then
what it does in a couple of years.
because I'm
There's
gonna
gonna be a
build
house
on
on
it.
it. So
Oh, you're building on it. Okay.
Yeah.
But I do. But so there's there's 2 lots. The one I bought, and then there's the one next to it. I'm trying to figure out who owns that. It's not on the market, but I actually am very much considering if they would be open to selling it. I think I would buy it. So not only that I just wouldn't have some house I don't want next to me, but also like I can just hold on to that, and whether it be in the future for, I don't know if my kids are going to want to live next door to me, but I could just
I'll buy it, dude.
I could sell that one
I'll come live next to you.
30% more than I bought it for.
The only thing for me, the one thing that for me, I mean, shit, I'm not a real estate expert, but the one vessel of like investing that's always like shown promise to me and always been successful for me has been real estate.
Have you had any losses on it?
No.
Like, no, because I haven't sold it yet.
I think my house was a good example. I never told y'all about my house situation. Joe knows.
Yeah.
First crib I bought for $500K, brink of COVID. I sold it for $1 million.
How much did you have left on it that you owed?
Where I lived in it for 2 years, so I still owed about like
Yeah, you probably knocked like $20,000 off
Yeah.
with mortgage rates and shit.
I
like-
still owed about like $480.
yeah.
So I mean,
That was just good timing. That's around the
Perfect
that house
timing.
I bought the house for $6 and sold it for $870.
Yeah.
So you
in
like
the same
made like
time period.
$500K profit on that.
500K profit on that crib, and then I took pretty much majority of that and put it into the crib that I have now, and my crib just got, what is it called, appraised?
Yeah.
And it's already up.
You know what's crazy is, so I bought my house for $500,000. It was listed at $550. I I got it for $500 and a replaced roof, which is great. Why are you laughing?
Because I know the rest of the story.
Yeah. I feel like I know.
Continue.
The way you inputted this story, I feel like I know where it's going.
Hey, side question.
Can I pass that? Can you pass me that?
Oh, shit. Yeah, whatever you want, dude.
But I'm not going to lie. I always thought it said Casa. I didn't know it was.
Clase Azul?
Yeah,
That's
I always
because
thought
you're
it was
stupid.
Casa. Yeah.
Anyways, finish your story. I want to hear.
Well, just really.
Because I've always been interested in your career because you fucking dumped the bank into that house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I just thought that was very weird.
Well, so fun fact, Shawley bought his house for $5, sold it. He made $5 on it.
Yeah.
Max bought his house for $5 and?
Okay, I wanted to do some minor renovations. Minor renovations. And I had a $100,000 budget in my head of like, that is what, are you just going to drink that straight?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess.
If you want, can you go get another ice in the fridge? Just like walk that way. There's a big silver fridge. And if you get like a ice drink for Charlotte, please. Thank you. Damn, I just like told your employee
I'm gonna have to
or
talk
a
to
contractor
him
or shit. He's gonna be like, yo, he doesn't fucking pay me, bro. What the fuck? Okay, so you know what? When I walked, and this is the only reason I bought this house was because Joe and I.
You're defensive.
No. I want to tell. I want
defensive
to
right
tell
now.
the full story.
All right.
Joe and I lived together. I had the master because I'm older, obviously.
I remember that.
Much cooler guy.
Yeah.
And then Joe at one point's like, hey, I want a master. And I'm like, well, you ain't getting mad. I'm not. I'm the captain. And so we started looking for places that had don't throw that. That's
Why?
carbonated, bro. That's gonna.
Oh,
yeah.
You're smarter than me.
Thanks, bro.
Thanks.
So we were trying to look for places that had as close to like two masters essentially as possible. Just like a really large, that had its own bathroom or like basically two masters. Couldn't find it. So then Joe's like, I want a master, so I'm gonna get my own place. And I was like, all right. So I was like, I guess I'll go buy a house now. So I this is the first house I looked at. And I've never been in the house buying process, but like once Logan Lester, who was my real estate agent, after I looked at it, I was like, oh, it's cool. She like calls me later that day. She's like, did you like it? I was like, yeah, I liked it. She's like, all right, well, like, let's put it offer. And I was like, I'd never gone through the house buying process. I was like, oh, that seems really fast. Like, I thought I could think about it for a couple weeks or something. So I was like, okay, yeah, sure. Long story short, the market, no one was buying at the time, which was
I think we bought around the same time.
I bought at the perfect time.
COVID?
Yeah,
I think
it was
we
right
all
before
bought
COVID.
right before COVID.
Everyone
Yeah,
called me an
yeah.
idiot.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone called me an idiot. So anyway,
3.2 interest rate.
Yeah.
yeah. So I got it was listed for $550. I got it for $5, and they replaced the roof, which was like $15K. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna renovate this house. $100,000 is my budget, maybe $150. I didn't know that renovations always cost way more money than you think they are going to cost, because you start going, okay, I'm just going to do the kitchen, but now the living room kind of looks outdated. Okay. And then you start tearing open walls when you're doing big renovations, and you start realizing, there was water damage that came in. You got to replace that. Oh, the window seals are leaking. You need to replace the windows. And it just turned into this snowball thing. And have I told how much I've put in the house?
You put like
Here we go.
Put like 500K.
I put $500,000 in.
You're exactly opposite of Charlie.
Yes. So, long story short,
Can do
I
that.
need to sell my house for $1 million so I can essentially go, for the past 4 years, at that time, I have lived for free. I'll break even.
Do you think you're gonna sell it for $1 million?
I really think I think I can do it.
I think
you
you
got
can
it
list it
appraised?
for $1 million.
No. On Zillow right now, it says my house is like estimated, like without even the renovations, is at like over 700.
That's good. That's hopeful, especially with the pool and everything you've done.
Yeah.
Pool adds about. I mean, I don't
It
know.
already
For
had a
me,
It had a pool, but I made it way nicer.
Oh, okay.
Way ni- I mean, I extended the whole. I built a new house.
I think
Anyway,
you can list your house for $1 million.
pool adds like 100.
no, I'm gonna list it for like 1 point.
In that neighborhood might be kind of hard.
Yeah.
What is that supposed to mean?
Because like
It's older,
right down the street, you can get like a brand new build for $1 million.
Not a corner lot
I
on the
know,
lake,
but that's not what-
big
I know.
big ass circle driveway,
everybody's house is the
3-car
best.
garage.
Yeah.
I mean,
Your house is beautiful. The only thing that I think would affect your house is, like to Joe's point, is like the neighborhood. But your house is beautiful. I think it can sell for like $1 million.
well, my
Location would be the only thing that's harming it.
my plan is to, when I build this new house, when I build a new house, in my head, I think I'm gonna sell my house instead of like going the rented out route.
Fuck no. Don't do that. No, don't go the rented route. Yeah, you're
Oh
right.
yeah,
I'm saying,
like I just want to,
Yeah.
because by the time I sell it, like no one's going to have any problems with the house because I've fixed everything. I've built the new house. But I think I'd rather just kind of be like, you take it.
Here you go. Yeah.
Right.
Don't do that.
To kind of pay myself back. But I don't go into the real estate stuff, at least yet.
The headache that would come from you renting out a house that nice. Like by the time
We'd rent it to like a family. You wouldn't rent it to like
but
Joe.
still at the end of that lease term, your house would probably depreciate just because of how they treat your house. Like tenants are never good.
Yeah.
Never.
Think about, bro, we were like pretty respectful to that house we rented, and like we still fucked it up.
I'll fuck that house up.
Oh yeah, shit on those walls, Ray.
There was problems, leaks, there's mold, and all kinds of shit. It wasn't even our fault. But
Yeah.
I'm a fart in your mouth. What's that movie from? Yo, did you see
movie.
Drake's dick? Charlie, I know you did.
Bro, he's brought this
You
up. Like,
lying.
every time I
Where
talk to
would
him.
you see that? Did you see it?
Nah.
I mean, he didn't text me a photo, but it was on Twitter. Joe, I thought Joe said
Thought I
it's
would've
weird
seen
that
it?
I like saw it.
Vic, did you see it?
Y'all are lying,
Max was
bro.
like adamant about showing everyone.
He sent it to him?
No, I didn't send it to him.
I haven't seen it.
I quickly saw it.
He looked for it. Every night
And then-
since he's been fucking. He's got a screenshot on his
Then it
phone.
went away.
Oh my God. That's
Taylor's
so
not
sick.
around.
Yo, Joe.
Ew.
I feel like you haven't gotten. Who's calling me right now? Oh, Joe, it's your mom. No,
That's crazy.
Joe. I feel like you haven't got a lot of airtime. I have something that I
Yeah.
think you have a lot of big opinion on.
I'm waiting, dude. I'm letting Charlie take the light.
What's been going on? Taylor this morning says that AT&T and some cell towers are down, and people are thinking there's the government.
Yeah.
Russia,
no, it's not
Russia
the
and
government.
China.
This happened last year,
Let's
too.
see what Fox News right-wing stuff Joe's going to say.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why I get... Fuck everyone, dude. Everyone's assholes. I did make one mistake in the last pod that, we're going to let it
You can
slide.
fix it. You can fix it right
I
now.
could apologize to Charlie right now. I feel like I have
Oh, yeah.
Joke?
Nah, dude,
Damn. You made a racist
the
joke.
political correctness in me made a dumb fucking remark. We were talking about the shit going on in South Africa, and I kept referring
What's happening in
to
South Africa?
there's this dude running for president that wants to like kill all the white people. But I kept referring to the black people in Africa as African Americans, and it didn't even dawn on me that they're just African. They're not African Americans if they're in Africa. Like I kept saying, I was like, yeah, he's an African American guy, and then someone commented like, bro, they're just Africans, and I was like, fuck, you're right. It didn't even dawn on me.
Yeah, I mean, you're American. I mean, that makes sense.
It doesn't. They're just Africans.
Yeah.
They're not African Americans if they're in Africa. Yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever said.
I don't know how people would have viewed if you said black.
See, I feel like I was doing the right thing not saying black, but I feel like
Yeah.
in that I made myself look like a dickhead because now I'm like,
black
America's
people.
everything.
Africans is definitely the right route to go. For
Yeah,
sure.
I didn't say
Bunch
that.
Of Africans.
Yeah. Anyways, sorry, dude. My bad.
You're good. Apology
Yeah.
accepted.
Look at that. All's well
All
now.
race relations are fixed right there, dude.
Racism has been fixed.
That was it right there.
Racism has been fixed.
Just gotta apologize to Charlie. Everything's fixed.
Cell towers.
All the cell phone service was out this morning. I think primarily AT&T and T-Mobile.
Wait.
I didn't see a reason behind
So
it.
before this happens, when
Yeah.
cell towers go down, people think the world's ending government.
Well, because like all the movies, like what was that dumb fucking Netflix movie that you liked?
What?
That
The one that Obama produced?
Yeah.
Your favorite
Oh,
president?
I do like Obama.
You do? Shit.
the end of the world movie, recent one.
Anyway, in that movie, like that's how it
The
started.
Harder They Fall?
No,
No.
What is it called, Vic?
Leave the world behind. In that movie, that's how it started.
Great
Like they
movie.
all their cell phones stopped working, and that's usually like all the zombie movies and stuff. It's like the cell phone stopped working, and then
Okay.
Damn.
So, I don't know what the reason was today. I didn't look into it, but yeah, I mean, we had problems at work with it. Like all of our service techs and stuff can't get to the houses. They can't. Maps don't work. Nothing works. Can't make calls.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Everyone's on SOS. I think either the cell phone towers were fucked up or there was some back end code problem that caused a big issue.
I don't understand. It's like when my Wi-Fi goes out, I don't go to fucking government, man.
No, but I think
dude.
you're just so like your cell phone works.
Your cell phone still
Like when
works.
everyone's cell phone stops working, that's weird.
Bro, I don't.
Because when you're out in public and you can't like call for an emergency.
Oh, and you realize how much you use that fucking
bro,
thing?
Today I was panicking.
Like, can you get somewhere without your phone?
I was panicking today.
I can go a lot
How
of
often do
places
you, no, but I know. But if I said like, "Hey, go downtown today," and your cell phone service went out, like, how are you going to get?
in my car. I would go in my car.
Okay. I was like, that's the problem. Is like people use it for their map. Now you got music playing. Like if your cell phone doesn't work, you're just kind of like.
Here's
I had an
here's the
issue
thing,
today.
Joe. I've
Yeah.
lived without a cell phone.
Okay, a lot of the younger generation have not. So
But you were also 6 years old.
Do you want to know something crazy that I don't think a lot of people have done? So for like 7 years, I worked at this pharmacy, this old school pharmacy where we delivered medication. I was a drug dealer, dude. I delivered prescription medication to like retirement homes and people's houses and stuff. And this is before GPSs or
MapQuest.
No, bro. I literally had a map where I'd be like, okay, what's the street name? Go in the back. And then I'd like literally go down the graph and like
your route?
figure it.
How?
And I'd be like, okay, I'm going to
You
go.
didn't have MapQuest?
No. I do remember though.
What do you mean you didn't have
We used to do.
MapQuest?
I had a
this is before
literal,
that.
like I would look at a map.
Max is old, dude.
No, you didn't. Like you
This is
had
before internet.
Yeah. Okay. No. Yeah. But here's
No,
here's the
black and white
reason,
TVs, dude.
bro. Like MapQuest, you would use it if you're like, I need to go to this one location. I had 17 places I had to go in a delivery, and they would always change.
We used to do family road trips before. I don't know if we didn't like planes or we couldn't afford. I don't know what the reason was, but we would drive to Colorado every year. And when MapQuest became a thing, I remember my dad would print out like 30 pages.
Yeah.
Pack it
like
and
step
staple
by
that
step,
bitch.
and then like laminate it. Be like next step. Like I remember the whole drive, my mom would be like navigating like a fucking rally driver to my dad. Like, all right, you take your next right. That was crazy.
Laminating it is
And at
crazy.
the time, that was like, oh, this is such technology. Like we can just type in where we want to go and we print out our sheets. This is awesome. Now, like a kid would look at that and be like, what the fuck were y'all thinking?
You know what's fun? I had a moment of MapQuesting this morning. I couldn't get to the shoot, and my phone wasn't working. My Wi-Fi in my car now has Wi-Fi. It didn't work.
And Charlie was living.
Didn't pay my Wi-Fi for this month for some reason. I think my card expired, so I had to get.
In the car?
Yeah, no, my Wi-Fi from my house didn't work.
Oh, so you were fully off grid this morning.
I was literally off the grid.
This is the worst day that the cell phone towers could have gone down.
Bro, I honestly felt like the government was planning something.
Charlie's his bomb
What?
shelter just ready to go.
Yeah.
So
Hey, do you have a safe room in your house? We talked about this last time.
Yes.
Is there? Yeah, see? I think a certain level of house,
Wait, you
just
have a
assume there's
safe room? Without telling us where it is, explain like
Where is it?
Explain like what are features of it? Like, is there a steel door? He's like, it's just a regular closet. It's just a pantry that he calls the safe room.
This is like the closet of my room. I'm just kidding. I do actually have a safe room though.
I think most
I have
modern
multiple.
houses over like $1 million, like
yeah.
you have a
Joe,
safe room.
I don't
I
think
have
he
multiple-
thinks of what you're thinking of. We're
I mean, like
talking.
a
We're
place
talking
with
like
a
a
landline
like a
phone.
panic room.
Yeah, I have a room I can go panic in.
I mean, all right.
I do have a safe room.
With like a metal door?
Like no one would ever think to look there.
All right, is there any food in there?
I could put food.
Is there a landline phone? Is there a phone? I feel like you might be right. This might feel like a random room.
Honestly,
I was like, no, it goes in
there is
there.
a room that I've always questioned what it is.
This is actually an attic.
And you bringing it up made me realize that it is a safe room.
Is there a door with a lock?
Yes, there is a lock.
Is it by your bedroom?
Oh shit! It is a safe room.
Yeah, is it
Is it
close
a-
to the bedroom?
It's close.
Could I kick the door down with 3 swift kicks?
Probably not.
All right, I don't think it's a
He's-
full
he's
safe.
like,
You know what's
now-
crazy?
now with your hernia.
You know what's crazy? Yeah, especially not right now. You probably wouldn't find it. You wouldn't find it. Seriously.
Okay, so yeah, I'm just saying.
Challenge
to our last
accepted.
podcast, I think you should have a safe room in here. I think
Someone
I think
said
a
you're
certain
super
level-
paranoid if you have that.
No, I think it's a good idea.
You would not find
It's
my
going to
safe
cost
room,
you
actually.
10 grand to set that room up, and now
Hey,
you have a safe room.
Random little side thing.
Yeah.
I mentioned in the last podcast when we were like, what would we do if the zombie came? And I said, I'd go get my newly purchased Glock.
Yeah, I saw
You
somebody.
got a gun?
Yeah, I got a Glock,
yeah,
dude.
Yeah. He's a gun guy now.
I'm getting a Glock. I'm getting a semi-auto
Bro,
shotty.
Max is MAGA as fuck now, dude.
What?
Yeah, he's got the hat and everything.
Who'd you vote for?
Nobody.
You're lying.
No, he really
No,
didn't vote.
literally nobody
you
in
voted for
the
this
past
time?
like 10 years.
He's got to vote this. I'm going to drag his ass
You
to the
voted
fucking
this
booth
time.
this year.
I don't even know who's running.
That's true.
Yeah, you do.
Hey,
Okay, here we go.
no, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
Joe Biden,
And
Donald Trump.
then you know who's running.
I won't vote for either of them
Okay.
because I just,
Congratulations, dude.
because I don't know enough about this shit's going on. I got Joe over here that's like Sleepy Joe. Our president's this and that. He's the worst, right? But then there's definitely people that like him for whatever reason. I don't want to offend anyone.
Okay, anyways.
who
Glocks
you
are
voting
nice.
for?
I like Glocks. If it's between Biden and Trump, I go Trump.
But someone said, "Wow, all that money and you
kinda
buy
like RFK,
a
honestly.
damn Glock." I thought Glocks are good.
Glocks are fucking phenomenal. They're like
you
the
call-
most durable gun in the
So
world.
that guy
They're
listening,
not
you're gonna call him an
accurate and they
idiot.
have horrible. They have
No,
really
look,
good
I
bad
have
kickback.
I have custom, I have a Shadow Systems Glock, I have a SIG, I have a fully skeletonized Daniel Defense. I have a bunch of money in pistols.
I don't know what
and
you
like,
said.
my point is like I have some nice pistols and I will still default to either the Shadow Systems, like their version of a Glock, or just my Gen 5 Glock.
You know, I'm not
I can
gonna-
go put 2,000 rounds through it and it'll work. I don't have to worry about it. It's fine.
My 6 365 or whatever is my favorite.
Sig makes a good gun too. I don't know why anyone would be like, oh,
Wait,
it's gross, a Glock. Glock's like every police officer has used a Glock. I think the military currently is using Glocks. Like I don't know why
They don't use Glock anymore though, right?
Cops maybe not, but I believe the military contract is Glock. I think all military has a Glock sidearm now.
Glocks are just like,
it's like an AK. It's like you can't hate. It's like the most fucking widely used pistol. Like I don't know why someone would hate on it.
it'll get the job done, but you're not doing it in a very comfortable way.
I don't know if anyone's comfortable while they're killing people. I mean,
Sure.
Does the fact that I have purchased a firearm does the fact that I've purchased a firearm say anything about my political stance?
Yep.
no.
Definitely.
Very, very left-leaning liberals are very anti-gun ownership.
Okay.
So
Definitely been watching Fox News.
Joe is Fox News.
I watch a lot of CNN too, dude.
When
It's so bad.
I know we randomly are on this gun topic because the safe room, your regular room. So at first,
Charlie can't happen. Do you have guns in the house?
I have a lot.
Where do you
But,
put them
like,
with the kids around?
Charlie's like,
You
I
got
have
a
a
safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to have it. See, I don't have a safe. I leave. There's a pistol on my nightstand. There's a pistol like on the kitchen.
Right,
But like
so-
as soon as you have a kid, you can't do that.
So I'm gonna get a couple more to put in like other like my car and stuff. But right now I keep it in my nightstand. And when I put it in there, I realized like first like week after I got it, I
I don't like that.
Why?
Keeping it in your nightstand, I just feel like, what if you had like a? Would you sleepwalk?
No.
Like, what if you?
Bro, mine's on my nightstand. It's in
What
the
if
open.
you sleepwalk one day and you just do some crazy?
It's funny though. My cleaning lady sometimes will be like, "Oh, I dusted your gun for you." I'm like,
That's not
nice.
Well, okay. So
Okay,
after I purchased
cool.
it for the first like week and a half, it was still in its case. Like I didn't put any bullets or anything in
You
it.
should probably load it.
Well, I
Take it out
know.
of its
So one
case.
day I go, I'm gonna load it, right? So I sat on my bed, used that little tool, bro. That tool to put the bullets in. Is that like a bitch thing to do?
Yes.
Kind of.
No, because my fingers hurt. Now your back's gonna hurt. And so I was using a
Use
little.
the tool.
Yes, bro.
That is. Some,
If I'm at the range, I will
whack
because like it'll
shit.
fuck your fingers up if you do like
Yeah, if you
20
do a
mags.
lot,
But like
yeah.
one time, you're fine.
What?
You don't need the tool just to like load it real quick.
I'm using the tool every time,
all right.
bro.
Oh, so you're like, I'm
Someone's
gonna kill
breaking
you.
in like at the tool.
No, I can do it, but like I don't want to hurt my fingers, bro.
You give me a second. I'm gonna
Did you
kill
load? Did you load all the mags? Or just one?
No, so here we go,
Yeah.
Just give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna kill you so bad,
bro. My hernia, dude. Hold on. And your hemorrhoid, bro.
bro. What the fuck?
Okay, so after I
Using
load
the
them
tool
all,
is crazy.
let's move on.
Yeah.
I load all the magazines,
All of them,
all
that's
the
good.
clips.
Wait.
Okay?
With what ammo?
Hollow points.
Nice. There you go. You're learning.
Don't come after me, okay?
Okay.
And then you kind of have to like at first I kind of figure out like, all right, where am I going to put this? And then you almost like I feel like most people do this like when you put it there because you have to figure out like how am I going to lay it? I laid in my bed and I go
Why do you have to think about that?
because I'm like, okay, when I'm laying in bed, if it's on my right, I need to act like, okay, if someone's coming, how is this going to be?
I can picture you
How
like
is this gonna
laying
be?
down like.
Yeah, I was practicing.
Just put it under your pillow, dude.
No, I did think I could put it. No, anyway, but after it was fully loaded, and this is why I guess you shouldn't be scared. But I literally was like, I was
Did you
like,
cock it?
no,
Why would
Okay.
you? No, if he cocked it, he's yeah.
because you're just like it's a loaded firearm, and you're
Why
like,
would you cock a firearm in your home? Just to
Well, that's what I'm asking.
get
why
the
he's
feeling of
doing it.
No, because-
adrenaline.
Well, I mean, like, if you
It's the-
if you live alone, like I leave mine cocked.
What?
If someone comes in, I don't have time to cock
no,
it. I'm
no,
going.
no,
Leaving
because
your
then if
gun
someone comes
cocked
in, you
is
just
crazy.
then you
I'm the only one that's
cock.
there. It's an apartment.
Yeah,
I'm by
but what if
myself.
someone comes over and they're playing around?
Why would someone come over and play with my gun?
Jesus, leaving your gun cocked is crazy,
Okay,
man.
all right.
Yeah,
I'm ready for action at all times.
bad,
I'm like
Joe.
John Wick.
Bad. Anyway,
Bro, having a cocked gun, saying cocked as many times as we've said cocked is crazy, but like having a cocked gun ready to
One of my truck's not cocked
okay.
because I have this like fear. Like, what if I like hit a bump and it? fucking goes
Yeah,
off?
bro. That's what I'm scared of too.
yeah. Well, I'm just saying it was the first time ever having in my possession at my house.
a cocked gun.
No, it wasn't cocked.
Okay,
It was not
Well,
cocked.
then there's zero chance it goes off. Then
I
so
know,
you're
but
fine.
it was kind of spooky.
How-
Like,
which way did you put it?
okay, so I put it like this so that
Okay.
I can grab it and go, don't.
See, right there, you're dead.
What?
Because you didn't cock it.
Yeah.
That,
yeah, but when
here's
you're
the problem.
grabbing,
You're
you
gonna
have to
forget.
like
In the moment someone's breaking in your room, you're gonna forget to cock it.
Do you want to hear something crazy? There's a defect in my bedroom door that actually I think is an extra safety precaution. So the door handle is screwed up on my thing, like something there's like thing loose, and the only way that you can go through the door, and me and Taylor have gotten so used to it, I just haven't changed it because we're so used to it. You have to lift up on the handle. So I'm almost thinking like if someone tried to come in our bedroom, they'd go, I can't get in because who's gonna lift up Oh my God, I just let everyone know.
Yeah, you just told the whole world.
Don't you have a glass door?
I did put a glass door.
Yeah,
I
don't
have
think it really
9
matters
windows,
now.
dude.
They can shoot through the window. I don't know, dude. People think we're crazy because now you're like, oh, you're planning on someone breaking it. Whatever. I'm cool. I do think it's wild when people have like 10,000 rounds of ammo at their house. I'm like, what could possibly happen that you need 10,000 rounds?
Never know, bro.
I have family members that have just like stockpiled ammo for the end of the world. And I'm like, if you realistically need to use 10,000 rounds of AR ammo in a real situation.
Joe, are you stupid?
What?
Are you stupid?
What?
Just answer the question. You stupid?
Maybe. Am I?
The reason why someone would have so much ammo is
Yeah.
if, for any reason, they like the supply of ammo gets cut off, or
Okay.
they ban it.
No, I know.
Then you have it.
That's very true.
No,
For-
I get
for
that.
the
I would
indefinite
load up
future.
on
I'm
ammo.
saying 10,000 rounds is like.
I have 11,000 in my house right now.
I would even argue like in a zombie apocalypse, I wouldn't use 10,000 fucking rounds.
Joe's like, because I would hit every
shit.
zombie
I'm
in
just
the head
saying that's
first
a
shot.
lot of ammo.
I would load up on rounds, not 10,000.
Like a couple hundred.
Charlotte, you get
Reasonable.
up at 5 a.m.
Oof.
Sometimes.
What is going on with this,
What time do you
bro?
go to bed?
Like, bro, now that I have kids, like I go to bed like at 8.
Charlotte
get
posts
that.
up 5 a.m. dial. You're waking up at 5. You're going on like multi-mile runs.
Yeah.
Why do you do that, bro? I wake up at 7, and sometimes I'm
When do
like
you work out?
4:30.
Fuck no. When do you work out?
I don't like
4:30.
working out first thing in the morning because when I work out, I
would
want
like to
I want
start.
that to be like the last thing so that after I work out in the day, besides if some critical email comes through or something, but like I've gotten 98% of my work done for that day, and after the gym, I can just go home and spend time with Taylor and not do anything.
I would prefer to work out in the morning. I would love to like leave work and just like shut off and go to bed.
Bro,
Or go hang out and watch
that
TV.
is literally why I wake up. I mean,
Yeah.
especially with my life now. Like, I've always been a morning person, but like, when you wake up in the morning, you get your workout out of the way. For me, like running, lifting, some sort of recovery, and then hopping into my workday at like 9 or 10, you have nothing to worry about the whole
Walk
day.
me through step
Hold
by
up.
step.
While I'm thinking about it, are you gonna buy a cold plunge?
He
Because like
doesn't
during
need
the
one. He
summer,
doesn't
your
need one.
pool's but your pool's not gonna be cold when it's 100 degrees outside.
That's true. Yeah,
I
science.
mean, you can buy one on Amazon for $90. So yeah,
I know. Yeah,
I, wanna
I kinda
buy-
want one.
I don't know if you watch Nick Bear's videos, but I want to buy the same one he has.
I want to put one on my balcony in my apartment.
he's hot.
I think I'm allowed to.
It's so hot.
I don't know why I wouldn't be allowed to. I don't know.
On your balcony?
I think I can put one on my balcony. At the
Yeah, you
apartment.
can. They have the little ones, like that's the one that Ant just bought one that's like literally like you're big though.
Do you have to
I
put
don't
ice in it, or does it like
know. It
electronically?
just electronically gets cold.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy one. I kind of want one.
Have you done a
Max,
cold plunge?
I hate to break this to you, but I might start working out in the morning, dude. I think that'd be so much more convenient for me.
Well, Joe, you already skip like 4 of the sessions.
I know,
in
and
the
now
week.
you can't even work out anymore, so I might as well just start.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna do that. There's
have
a
a gym
Lifetime
at
right
your-
next to mine. There's a Lifetime like Greenway is right there. So I think I might just do that.
Do that, bro.
Walk us through
But
your.
sorry, I don't think you're not like setting PRs at a 5 a.m. workout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? Like you're getting a workout in, but like you're not fucking
What are
like.
you talking about, bro? I've been working out in the morning for the last like almost 2 years, and
I just feel like I had no strength. Like I feel like
That's
I
what
could get a
you
workout, but I
think.
wouldn't be like the best workout.
You like working out by yourself?
I fucking love it. I call my gym or my warehouse gym. Well, now I'm building a home gym, and that's been fun because like now I don't have to leave my house to go to my warehouse. I can literally wake up, walk to the garage.
Dude, the motivation when you can just walk in the garage and work out is not gonna be the same as if you went to like.
And that's coming from someone who likes to work out in the afternoon. I fucking love working out in the morning. Like I just like.
What's your exact morning routine? Like time you wake up, walk me through everything.
We just did it yesterday. Woke up,
What time you wake up?
4:30.
Do you snooze it?
Yep.
You snooze? Okay. What is
Snoozed a lot.
what is fiance doing? Is she getting up?
No, hell no.
You give a little smooch on the forehead? What do you do?
Yeah. Wake up
What do you do?
4:30.
I give Taylor a smooch every morning before I get in the shower.
Damn.
Little,
I say good morning to Senna.
but it's one of those things that now if you for any reason don't do it, they're gonna know. They're gonna.
wrong?
Something wrong?
Yeah. No, I give her a kiss and then I get up, pour a cup of espresso, one shot.
You don't take a shower immediately.
Nah.
Oh, because you're going to work out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go on my 3-mile run. Do that in about 25, 26 minutes. Come back
Is that how fast is that?
like 8:30, 8:50,
How fast can you run a mile?
like 6:46.
Damn. Okay.
It's great.
Come back,
I could.
shower. Usually I shower. No,
3
no, no, no,
miles?
no.
Not 3 miles.
I don't shower before I go work out because I'm gonna sweat again. So I literally just hop in my car, go to the gym, work out, come back, shower, start my day.
So what time are you done with your morning routine? Like what time are you hopping in the shower?
8:30.
3 hours is your morning time?
I mean, that's, yeah. My workouts, workouts and then all that shit. Yeah.
See, but then you could just focus on work from like 9 to 5, 9 to 6, 9 to whatever.
We did it yesterday, and bro, like we started our day like, bro, we finished my whole workout thing in the morning by 8, and I was like, damn, like we have so much time. Like, what are we gonna do?
Sounds nice.
And my office people at the office don't get to the office till like 9, 10. So it's like, okay, well, let's go handle some shit.
Wait, people at a NACA office don't get there till 10?
In office gets there at 10. Warehouse workers get there at 9. Yeah.
Start working at NACA.
Joe, you're
Nice.
you're literally doing a podcast in the middle of the day on a Thursday.
Yeah, I have freedom, all right? Not shackled by the man.
Speaking of shackled, Joe, a lot of animals are shackled. I went to the zoo recently.
They don't shackle animals at the zoo.
I had some people yelling at me for enjoying the zoo.
Yeah, bro, people are fucking vaginas.
What do you think about animals being held in captivity at the zoo?
Depending on
I had some
the animal,
thoughts.
depending on the animal, look, I get it. Endangered species, I get it. Animals that are rescued that would have died otherwise, because you got to think like
I'm
when
not
they
talking
find
about dogs and stuff.
No, I'm
bro.
saying, but like a lot of like when they find a tiger or a tiger's born in captivity, they can't just take that thing and fucking throw it out in the wild. It'll
How does
die.
it get to the Houston Zoo?
Because typically the Houston Zoo rescued a couple of them, and now they're having babies inside, so it's the same lineage. But I'm just saying you can't take if a baby tiger gets lost and they find it and they send it to the Houston Zoo to get rehabilitated and stuff, once it's done, it won't survive on its own in the wild, so they have to keep it. You can't just take this animal that you domesticated and shove it out in the wild. It'll die.
It would die immediately, right?
Like
The only ones I have issues with are like elephants. Like you can tell elephants do not want to be there. Like they don't want to be there.
I haven't thought about that.
Giraffes are another one that like they're too big of an animal. Like the animals that are used to just roaming, and especially like like dolphins rub me the wrong way. Whales piss me off because whales are really fucking smart. Like Shamu, not cool. I agree that there should not be whales in captivity.
And this is
Shamu's fucked up. And I used to go to
whales
that as
and
a kid.
dolphins should not be in captivity.
this is not like 100% how I feel, but it was a thought that I had. So when I was watching all the really cool animals, the elephants are one that I actually thought about this. And I thought to myself, I'm like, all right, and these are just thoughts, all right? This is not 100% how I feel about everything. But like when I'm in there, I'm like, all right, what are like animals like they hang out with their family, try not to die, and eat food. That's like essentially what elephants do all day, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, do you think sometimes the elephants are like, wow, this is cool. I get to like I'm never gonna have to look for food. There's all the stuff I can walk around and do. Like, do you think the animals actually, now this is gonna sound dumb, but I'm like, do you think the animals, like just because they can't walk for 30 miles,
Some of them probably do. Some probably don't give a shit.
I mean,
how do you know that the animals don't like
Some
it?
of them don't know because they've never seen anything.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I think like really like whales and dolphins are the ones that like communicate and like live that social life and can't do that.
So
in
do you
captivity.
think that going to, this is where I'm torn. I'm like, I want to go.
I think it's a bad
I
idea
want
to
to
go
go
to the
look
zoo.
at animals at the zoo.
It's fine. The other thing too is like, I don't know how to say this without being a dickhead, but like the money that the zoo gets, a lot of that money does go back to like conservations and saving the wild versions of these animals.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, it kind of sucks for the couple hundred animals at the zoo, but we're bettering thousands of animals and endangered species and stuff around the globe. So like, from that side, I don't think zoos are a bad thing. I think people that complain zoos are a bad thing are uneducated.
Well, they're only looking at the negatives of zoo, and I'm like,
now, like Tiger King Zoo, that's pretty bad. Like the like little homegrown zoos where they're like keeping them in fucking cages and stuff. But like the Houston Zoo,
I think in a perfect world, I do think that all animals should be where they naturally should be. But I think
there has to be rescues.
But
and
yeah,
stuff.
but you don't know the exact situation of like why those animals are there, like the you know.
Most of the time it's rescues, or it's like Houston Zoo probably has a tiger that came from a circus.
Do you think that all
You don't
zoos
think
are like
they're-
tasing animals in the
You don't
back?
think they're snatched from their home?
No,
Just to make money?
and if it was, it would be like at some point a poacher might have taken a baby lion and then it ended up at a zoo because they had to do something with it. I don't think that zoos are like going out of their way to like buy black market animals and bring them into their.
Would you ever hunt a lion?
I don't understand. I saw the other day some guy that like I think his dad, somebody I follow's dad posted a video like he shot a giraffe. He's like hunting in Africa.
You really
Like,
hated that?
Why would you?
Christ.
Yeah, but I'm like, why a giraffe? Like you're not eating that. It didn't do like that's
So
such a
fucked
weird.
up.
Deer I get, like ducks and stuff okay, but like why do you want to kill a giraffe? Or a zebra.
Or
I feel
I
like
feel
kill
like-
a zebra like it's a
lion.
horse. Yeah,
Or
I
a
don't get
lion.
exotic animal hunting is fucking stupid.
I hate when people kill sharks.
Yeah, same.
I disagree with killing animals unless they're like unless the scenarios are for survival, for like safety, overpopulation, like or like you're gonna feed your family with that animal.
What's your view on like bison?
What about them?
Like, killing.
You like them?
I don't want
Big
to.
bison guy.
Well, I decided I don't want to kill any animals.
The bisons were endangered though.
Well, yes, I'm one of those people that I wouldn't kill a chicken or a cow, but I'll eat a cow.
Well, that's true.
So I'm a
Anyone that
hypocrite.
complains about a zoo, I'm like, if you're not a vegan, shut the fuck up. Like animals that you're eating are treated way worse than zoo animals are. Like the cow that you fucking ate for breakfast is the most inhumane thing in the world if you saw how that motherfucker died.
Have you seen like that documentary like on the chickens and shit?
Yeah. It's terrible.
nasty.
And that's what I'm saying. Like people will like go eat their favorite Chick-fil-A sandwich, but then they'll comment on your video like zoos are inhumane. Like get the fuck out of here.
Do you think that if we had the technology to bring back certain extinct animals, should we do it?
I think we are.
What?
I think mammoths. I think they're real close to bringing a mammoth back. I think because the elephant's still here, it's an easy bridge. I want to say, fact check. I'm pretty sure someone is trying to like give birth to an elephant mammoth thing
Where would you put that?
in an elephant.
No, where would you put the animal?
It had to be at a zoo or something.
How big is a mammoth?
Way bigger than an elephant.
Really?
Yeah, I think they were like double the size of elephants.
Yeah, shit's crazy. You know,
I think that's like happening.
I have a couple. I have three actually little animal trivia questions that I want to see if you guys know your animals. Are you big animal people?
I watch documentaries.
So,
What animal has the highest blood pressure?
why the fuck would I know that?
Sharks,
No.
grizzly bears,
No, it's got to be a mammal.
whales,
Think real hard on this one, Joe.
giraffes.
Is it a bird?
Yes.
Is it a giraffe?
Yeah.
I was going to guess like hummingbird.
Yeah, they're just always just pissed off.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
well, it's
it does.
because the blood has to go so far to their extremities.
That's-
I have higher. Tall people have higher blood pressure than short people.
That's true. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the closest relative to a T-Rex?
That's alive today.
Yes.
Iguana.
I think it's a chicken.
It is a chicken.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
but I don't know if
Because
that's
that
right.
makes
I don't
sense.
think that's true.
I found it on the internet, Joe.
No, I think it's a chicken, but I think it might just be a bird. Like I think there's probably like an eagle or something. Maybe it's a little bit maybe it is actually a chicken. I don't know.
All right, last one for the
All
bonus
dinosaurs are birds.
round.
Yeah.
What animal has the biggest wiener?
Horses.
Walrus.
No, Joe.
Oh, it's a whale.
Joe actually thought it was a walrus.
I think a walrus is the biggest land animal with a wiener.
Walrus is sitting over here with a pathetic 22-inch schlong. The blue whale, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, but land animal, walrus.
I didn't say that.
I know, but
8.2 to 9.8 feet.
yeah, because it's got to do it underwater. It's
Can
hard,
you
dude.
imagine walking around with a 9.8 foot
Yeah, but
dick?
a blue whale's 120 foot.
What would you do with a 10 foot?
If I was 120 feet tall, I'd expect my dick to be 10 foot.
They're that long.
Yeah.
The whale.
Yeah,
Bro.
Yeah, they're like
Damn.
120 foot or some shit.
Animals are crazy out here. We're getting kind of. I have actually. Have I told you about what? I have the most wild meeting in the world in 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
Yeah,
You
okay, I
talking about
did.
this?
No, we can't talk about this. No,
okay.
no.
All
This
right.
is under wraps. But
Yeah.
this is like one of the most. No, it was on no one's bingo card ever. The company I'm about to talk to potentially do some stuff together.
Max
I mean,
is doing that Sour Strips Pfizer collab. That's what it is.
God, bro. So I have to set up for Taylor's podcast, so I'll kind of wrap it up. But I did one section I wanted to do, which people really liked in the Joe podcast. I basically asked people for advice, questions, and then we give our thoughts. Okay? So we have some random ones. A lot of them we talked about. But what's your thoughts on Ozempic and like weight loss drugs like that? I've heard a lot of people stuff
It's not
about
a weight loss drug, but yes.
it's a diabetes drug, right?
Yeah. The side effect is it makes you not have any appetite.
So what's your thoughts
But
on
it's not
people
made for
taking
that.
these like weight loss pills to lose weight?
I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming from someone who like has been. I'm used to like just like putting in work and losing weight. So
Yeah, I mean, I think what's your opinion on liposuction and shit?
yeah, it's a cheat code.
It
but
is a cheat
also
code.
I will say though that like if you're not competing or something, that's kind of my view on it too though. Like if you're not competing and you got the money to do it, like go, who cares?
I mean, I don't know. It depends on how harmful it is to you, I guess.
I'm sure it's not great for you, but I don't think starving yourself is great for you.
You know,
either. Like, I don't know.
I'm not a fan of taking like cheat code type of things. Like even in video games, like when I'm playing a game,
GTA, you never put in the gun cheat?
when I've beaten the game.
Nah.
When I've beaten the game.
It's the first thing I do in GTA.
You never put a
dude.
cheat code while playing GTA?
No.
It makes it way more funny at low gravity and shit.
No, because I want to play the game like it was like, what do you play new games on easy mode so you can win a lot faster? No.
Dude, honestly, I'm addicted to Helldivers right now. That shit's wild.
Oh, I heard that game's good.
Bro, it's full-blown warfare.
Is it like a
we
story
need
mode?
reinforcements. No, it's like 4-player co-op, all out hell.
Everything?
What do you mean?
Like it's only 4-player co-op?
I mean, you can play by yourself too, but it's definitely a fun game to play with
PS5?
friends. PS5 and PC.
I'm going to download today.
Bro, it's fun as fuck.
I'm just balls deep in Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil. This is a Joe and Shawley question because I have no opinion on this. What is your take on the coming F1 season? What are you most excited for?
Lewis Ferrari.
That's next season.
Oh, it's not this season?
That's 2025.
So he has one more year at Mercedes?
That's why it's awkward now
That's
because like
awkward
Carlos
as-
has one more year at Ferrari and he has one more at Mercedes,
No
and they're both
fucking
leaving. Yeah.
way.
Honestly, this season's probably gonna suck. They did practice was yesterday, and Verstappen set by far the fastest lap, so I think it's gonna be a repeat of last year. I think
Yeah, I'm
Red
not
Bull's
gonna
on top, but 2025 is when Hamilton. I'm assuming that person knows that because it's probably why they're.
Ever since I found out that a lot of the drivers' cars are faster than other drivers' cars, I think it's a sport that I have lost.
Yeah, but
interest
see,
in.
the Ferrari has been able to keep up with the Red Bull car last season. Like they've been able to get comparable lap times. So putting Hamilton in one of those, like I would love to see nothing more than Hamilton beat Verstappen and retire a Ferrari. That made me a happy guy.
I lost a lot of interest last year because like
It's the same thing every
Mercedes
fucking race.
car was just not fast. It hasn't been fast in the last 3 years.
I would say, as a Red Bull fan, I would love nothing more than to watch Hamilton win one more time under Ferrari and then walk off.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking the sickest thing ever.
He's been doing it for a fucking long.
He's getting old. Someone
40
pointed out
something.
that so Alonso's the oldest at like 41 or something, and Hamilton will be 41 by the time he gets in the Ferrari. So he'll be the same age as Alonso now when he gets in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
How long has F1 been around?
Long time.
Wow.
Longer than than NASCAR?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Yeah, it's
Really?
not NASCAR.
Yeah.
Do people look at NASCAR as the?
Well, I think like Le Mans and stuff, but yeah, F1's been around a long time.
what do people compare NASCAR to F1 as?
I look at NASCAR as like
What do you mean? Like compare it as?
that's like comparing two different leagues, I guess. I feel like I look at NASCAR as like I wouldn't say the G League.
Like, why aren't you interested in NASCAR?
All right, WWE
WNBA.
versus like backyard wrestling. NASCAR is all about
Going fast,
taking
turn left
turns.
sometimes.
Yeah, I think it is fun. It's fun to see in person. I've been to a NASCAR race, and in person, like it is a pretty cool experience. But on TV, it's the most boring thing in the world.
That's actually a good comparison. WWE and WWF.
Not even. I would say like NASCAR is way. It's not
See,
even the same.
what-
So here's the deal.
Or TNA,
if you took the
TNA.
best, and this someone that loves NASCAR might get mad at me here. If you took the best NASCAR driver in NASCAR and put him in an F1 car, he's at the back of the pack, not even close to the front. But if I took any of the F1 drivers and put them in a NASCAR, I bet they'd win the race.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing. You said in person NASCAR is great. On TV, it's not.
Yeah.
See, I would think the opposite for F1. I think F1 in person, like the event of F1, but actually
I'd agree with
watching
that.
the race, you see this much.
Yeah.
You see a track of this much, and then you wait for 45 seconds to see it again.
I don't want to piss anybody off, but I would say, as someone that's been to F1 Austin, VIP in the pits and everything,
Yep.
I would not recommend anyone buys a ticket to. I think F1 is something that you watch on a big screen at a bar somewhere with your friends. Great time.
Way better at home.
When you go, like you're walking 20 miles, it's hot, everyone's pissed off all the time, you can't hear anything, you only see this, and you got to watch a small TV. F1 is way better on TV.
I think that's the same for any sports game, unless you're sitting courtside at a basketball game.
See, I think NASCAR
Basketball
being
is
there is
fun.
cool. Basketball, courtside,
Like when people are
badass.
paying to go to the Super Bowl, I'm like, you're out of your mind. You're
Football I wanna
out
watch on
of
TV.
your mind.
Yeah, because football, you can't see everything.
That's what I'm saying.
Basketball, you can kind of see everything from like a close.
Blows my mind that people were paying money. I'm not even talking about the $2 million suites. $10,000 for a ticket to go to the football game when you have the best seat at your house. In half the game, you got to watch on the big screen anyway.
Yeah,
I've been to one football game and I wasn't a huge fan, but I've been to multiple Rockets games and like they're a good time.
I think basketball's a little different because you can see everything, like
what I'm
real
saying,
close.
yeah.
Like, yeah. Going back to your exes, yes or no? Pros and cons. Should you contact her or no contact?
What the fuck?
What's your thoughts on when you break up with someone? Do you keep in contact or do you just go?
I've done both. I think if it's a
Let's say it was a bad breakup.
help, dude. Amicable. I think if you're not hostile, like no one cheated, no one's hates each other, I don't see any reason you have to like, I hate you, never talk to me again. Like I think you can stay friends.
I think all of my I don't know if I've ever been in a relationship that has just been like, we know,
just not working out.
I just really think we're both different people. Yeah, I agree that too. I think it's always
I have some exes that I am still friends with to this day. Not in like a close friendship, but like even like my high school, like now we talk every once in a while and stuff, like it's cool. But then I also have exes that like hate my guts and would never fucking talk to me again. So I think it depends how you broke up.
I don't have any exes that are my friends.
some people would say exes are exes for a reason.
Yeah,
Like, not in your life.
and move on for sure.
But I've also, I mean, I've gotten back together with,
One of my
which has never worked out, by the way.
one of my exes from back when I was in college. Yeah, back when I was in college. She DM'd me a couple years ago and asked if she could have some sour strips, and we ended very badly from things that she did.
I thought you said she was gonna ask someone else, but yeah, nothing.
What do you think she was going to ask?
Nothing. Just give me. She wanted some sour strips, and what happened?
I said no.
Did you say no?
Oh hell
Did you just
yeah!
not respond, or did you say no?
No, I'll tell you exactly what I said. She asked, she's like, oh, like, hey, like, joke, like, can you send me some sour strips? And I said, we didn't end on good terms. Like why? Like,
Do you not remember what you did to me?
yeah, exactly. No, she knows exactly. Yeah, but like, and I hadn't talked to this girl in years. And I'm like, we didn't end on good terms. And she goes, oh my God, that like you're still hung up on that. That's so long ago. I'm like, no. No, this wasn't some hung up shit. I was like, this is like, you were a bad person. Like you like repeatedly cheated on me, repeatedly did all these things. Like you were a bad person at the time. I'm sure you're fine now.
Yeah.
But I'm not just gonna, yeah, it's cool. Like
Sour strips.
Yeah, like I don't need you in my life at all.
Yeah,
She was
yeah.
mind blown that wouldn't send her sour strips. I said,
mean-
you can take your ass to Target.
Damn.
No, I sent her some sour
That's a
strips.
bar.
No, I'm just
Did you?
kidding.
Oh.
No, I'm helping.
That's a bar.
Hell no,
Taylor
I
know
didn't.
about that?
You should have just
Yeah,
sent her,
I've told her.
You should have sent her the nearest Target.
I should have sent her the login, yeah, or the map quest. Should have sent the map quest. How much should you pay for a wedding?
This is on y'all. I don't.
Yeah, that's what. How much do you think?
I mean, I don't know.
When you went into a wedding,
if
did
I'm-
you have a number in your mind?
From
And-
an uneducated person here, I'm gonna just assume 50 grand is like good. I mean, a good quality wedding for 50 grand.
See, peop-
That's my just if I'm guessing.
I'm with Joe on that one.
You're what?
I'm with Joe on that one.
Oh, I thought you said you're withdrawing on that one.
No.
Like
I'm
I think
with Joe on
50.
that.
I'm like if I pay 50 and it's a shit wedding, I'm like this sucks. Like I would assume 50 is getting me a
50
good
can
wedding.
get you a great, depending on how many people you have, but 50, you can have a great wedding with 50 in Houston, depending on how many people you have.
The correct answer is whatever makes your
Wife happy.
fiance happy.
How much you spending?
Huh?
How much you spending? Over 50?
Yes.
60?
How many people you have?
No more than 150. Which is crazy because I hang out the same 5 people every week. So
Yeah, I'm not, but I'm also not one of those guys that invites people that I haven't I haven't talked to in 10 years.
right, no, a lot of them are just like out of town and stuff, and
Like relatives and
it'll
shit?
probably be a little over 100, between 100 and 150.
You get married here?
Yeah. No, Africa.
I did controversial.
What'd you say?
Africa?
You said not Africa?
I'm not allowed to go there. Controversial here, but I think that no shade at Christian and Heidi because they're doing this right now. If it's a destination wedding,
That's a strategy, by the way.
I think it is. I assume because I've only been invited to one other. If it's a destination wedding, I think you should pay for everybody to go.
What?
Yeah, I don't think you can I don't think I get to say, hey guys, I'm going to get married in Italy. Now all of you spend 15 grand to come see me get married. Like if I expect y'all to come, I feel like I should either get married here or I have to suck it up and somehow make it cheaper for everybody.
From the guest point of view, I agree with you.
Why do I just spend 15? Not again. I'm going to the camp. It's gonna be a great time. But I've been invited to some friends in high school that got married in Greece, and it's it's gonna cost me 12 grand to go see you get married. I don't care about you that much, dude. We went to high school together.
I think the idea, I mean, this isn't the strategy, but I was kidding. But a
Slimming out
lot of it's then we don't have to have a huge wedding because the chances of 100 people flying to Greece is very low.
I guess.
Yeah.
I got invited when I was little. One of my aunts had a wedding, or actually my cousins, someone that I knew got married in Hawaii, and they paid for all 30 people to go. They covered airfare and everything for everyone they invited. And I'm like, that's the way to do it. If you're gonna go get married in Hawaii, or at least you're immediate relatives and stuff.
Bro, I
That's a
could be
lot.
mistaken, but I think I could be way off on this, so I probably should. I'm gonna say, yeah. I think Taylor's parents got married in Ireland at like a huge like castle thing, and they like basically like just instead of having a wedding, they like rented this giant thing and then spent the money on like flying the people out and just had like a big celebration, not like all the
wedding shit.
Yeah, like all the wedding shit. Like it was, I think.
Max, someone is. Oh, it's Taylor. Okay. Like someone is looking at me through the.
Taylor, come on in here. Taylor!
I don't know where she. Oh, yeah, there she is.
Come on in here. I need you to confirm
I
something.
just saw a little eyeball for a second.
Hold on, get in on the camera real fast. Can you, this is my beautiful fiance. Did your parents get married in Ireland at a big castle?
So, okay, they were supposed to have a huge wedding. Then they said, fuck the wedding. Sorry. They said they were supposed to get married, have a huge wedding. Then they said, fuck the wedding. Got married in courthouse, canceled the wedding, then flew their entire wedding party to Scotland and had a huge
Scotland.
That's the way to do it. I think that's way cooler.
In Scotland with all
Why Scotland?
They love Scotland. They would always go and just get drunk. Good time. Good parents.
It sounds fun. Less money.
Yeah, but I mean,
here's the other thing too. You got to think about if you ask all your guests, like if you're gonna spend $100,000 on your wedding, or you could give all 100 guests $1,000 cash. Like, what would they rather have? You know, no one going to the wedding would turn down $1,000. That's why there's better spins of money than $100,000 on a wedding. Like, I think I'd have a hard time spending $100,000 on a wedding when like I could buy a car. That's where my head goes. I'm like, I could buy a new car.
Yeah, but like, the goal is to doesn't always happen.
You can buy Bitcoin.
No,
the goal both of the girls through college or have a marriage.
Listen, first of all, everyone's financial situation is everyone's financial situation is different.
Yeah.
But I think that there's not a specific dollar amount I'm talking about, but the idea is that you're going to do this one time, right? It doesn't happen for a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
But the goal, no one gets married with the intention to like, yeah, I'm going to do this again at some point, right? So I think the idea that to have like the day that is like the most special day possible for most of the time, I think on the girl side is they have this big vision of this, wedding, right? And there's a difference of having a dream wedding and then kind of like thinking you can just get whatever you want and have the most extravagant everything. But I think like spending a little extra to have this like very, very one special day that is a really important day, I don't really see a big problem because you don't want to put yourself into debt, but I think that like in 10, 15, 20 years, there's two ways to look at it. Like one, will you be like, is anyone going to care that I spent that much at the wedding? But also it's kind of like, you're not going to care about that money. I think you spent.
It depends on venue and stuff too. I've been to a couple weddings that if I had to guess for like $10,000, had a great time. Still beautiful.
I don't know how
I've been
people
to
throw a wedding for $10,000, bro.
I've been to
I think you do it
some
like your family's property. Like I've like.
Yeah, and your
like,
friend's the photographer.
I've been to a couple weddings where it's like their grandma's house and they like set up a tent in the back and stuff. But it's still like awesome wedding and probably costs like $10,000.
I have too. I've been to Cancun weddings and like I've had the most fun, and they're like probably $15,000 weddings.
No, they are not.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe 20. Maybe 20.
You think $15,000 wedding in Cancun?
That's possible.
Yeah, I think if it's just like one night catering.
Yeah, Cancun is very possible for.
It depends. I think the venue is a big part of this.
Or what are you thinking about though?
Just everything, bro. Even just your photographer is going to cost you.
We explored Cabo and like even the nicest places in Cabo, their wedding packages, like the nice ones were like $5,000.
Well, yeah, and international is going to be like cheaper for the people planning the wedding due to international, but it's more expensive for everyone else.
$5,000 and it had like a person like cap.
How about I'll just ask this for your wedding, is it over, under, or exactly what you thought it was going to be? And if it is over, is it a little bit or a lot over of like when you were like, okay, I'm gonna ask this girl to marry me. This is what I think, like, because you had no idea what a wedding cost.
It's actually under.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have a big number or no?
I did have a big number.
And you're like, oh, nice.
I had a big number, and I didn't complain about it because you just want to like you said, you want it to be a good day, but it's under.
That's good
because we're like. We met our wedding planner or wedding person at Boxwood the other day, and she explained everything And I was like, damn, this is actually not as bad as I thought it would be. So yeah, it was under by a good amount actually, to where I was very happy leaving that meeting.
Well, dude, then you can give all your guests $1,000. You know what I'm saying?
There you go, dude.
All right, I am gonna wrap this up. Let me know what you thought about this friendly Potter. I want to get Christian in here too, but like you can't have 4 people.
I got another
Why
one of
not?
those chairs.
Why not?
Because I feel like it
Right
gets hectic when 4 people are trying to. Unless
You
you're like,
should. That would be a good pod.
I will say with 4
guys.
people, it's gonna be 2 people talking and 2 people just kind of silent. Probably.
Yeah.
I'll be talking for sure.
Yeah.
Can't shut me
You
up.
can just have questions ready for us to fire away at.
Yeah. I think this casual pod with the friend circle just kind of like rotating, because I see some people still commenting. They're like, oh, run out of guests, I guess. And I'm like, you must be new. Yes, we did run out of guests. And yes, this is exactly what the podcast is going to be like for the indefinite future. So with that,
Have you interviewed Russell?
originally,
Oh, you have
yeah,
already.
I'd have him back on. Come on down, Russ Swole, the most jacked man in the world. The most jacked man in the world. All right, that will conclude this episode of Don't Be Sour. New episodes every Monday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. Unless you don't get one at that time, it'll probably be later unless I skip a week. If you're on YouTube, give us a comment, like, subscribe, notification bell, hit that. If you're on any sort of podcast streaming service, give us a 5-star review. Don't know what it does, but I think it helps. Thank you so much for tuning in. Eat more sour strips.
Knock power.
Ever forward.
And ever forward. Woof!
Bro, I need air. You
Yeah,
forget
it's
to pay the AC bill?
No, I didn't forget to pay these.
I dress because it's always so goddamn cold in here. No,
You know,
maybe it's
actually-
that side.
I think it's 'cause
this side.
No, I think your body temperature goes up if you have hemorrhoids. You might.
You would say something else if we weren't on mic right now.